Hey guys, I'm back with a late night walk. If you ever have a friend that don't listen to you, like they don't support you or anything, then they ain't really the right ones for you. If you got a friend and you pretty much telling them how you're feeling and they just don't care, they don't really respond and they don't really listen, then don't waste your time. And if you ever have a person that's accusing you, or they try to make you feel like you're the problem all the time, that that you don't listen and stuff when clearly they're not listening and stuff like that, don't ever stay in a relationship where you feel unhappy, or you feel taken advantage of, or you feel like you're not listened to. When there's a relationship that doesn't really bring the best out of you, matter of fact, make you feel worse. Each time you show up and talk to your friend, you already feel drained before you talk to them because you already know what to expect. You don't expect to be happy. You always really don't want to waste any time that you really don't need to waste. If you see that there isn't any potential, nothing is going to get closer, nothing's going to get better, there's nothing you can learn more, then you have to kind of go to the next level. That's how I felt in my previous relationships and stuff like that. I felt like I'm just revisiting a burnt bridge and I'm just pretty much wasting time reminiscing and reliving something that I don't need to relive anymore. Like, I'm past that in my life. You want to create better moments, more moments where they actually help you, moments that you can actually remember and you don't have to always sob about it. You can actually smile and actually cherish it, Recently, I seen what I did as an escape. When I escaped from social media, when I escaped from my toxic people that I knew, I felt like I just ran away. I didn't have time to just be sitting there feeling miserable, having people try to put down in my mind or make me feel like I'm inferior to them or make me feel like I'm ugly or whatever compared to them. I didn't have time for people to make me feel like I'm not attractive, I'm not worth it, I'm not good enough, I'm not whatever they're saying I am. For a long period of time, I wasn't even happy in my flesh. I was constantly seeking for validation. Like, my people I hung around made me feel worthless. They would give me backhanded compliments, starting to people please at a point in time because I wanted to be accepted, But there comes a times where you have to be like, can't please everybody. Even when you're trying to, even when you have good intentions, a lot of people just don't appreciate it, So you gotta learn to make yourself happy and surround yourself with people who are going to appreciate your work, your efforts, and your time. I've always been the type of person where I've always considered others over me, or I've always put others over me. I was constantly in others' hearts and others' feelings more than my own. I never used to be able to even vlog because when I would film my face, a lot of the time I focused on the camera and it would switch around my face. Like, when you take a picture, it kind of shows you backwards kind of on some cameras. It's something like that. But I used to not even be able to vlog because I was so insecure. I thought I was looking ugly. I thought who's gonna want to see me talk? I was so insecure about a lot of things and I was around a crowd that kind of boosted those negative thoughts. When a person sees that you're uncertain about yourself, when you don't have that confidence in yourself and what you say, a lot of people can take advantage of that and make you, and they know they have the power to kind of in a way manipulate your mind into believing something about yourself that's false because you don't know who you are. I took the time to know who I am so that I won't be in that way anymore, in that way of believing so negatively about myself in a way that I would literally despise living in this flesh as if I am a problem, as if I am a curse on people's lives, I'm a burden, rather than somebody that's worth love. I just want to say this for anybody who's going through that, anybody who's watching this, I want you to know you are definitely worth love. Actually worth love. I don't care who tells you you're not, and I don't care who's neglecting you and making you feel like trash and making you feel like you're not a good friend, son, daughter, or whatever you are. You are a great person. You were created with a purpose and a meaning. Your words mean just as much as the next person does, and your words are just as damaging to you as their words. So speak kindly to yourself. Try to understand yourself. And if you did do something wrong, take accountability and move forward. Do not hold that guilt. Do not constantly shame yourself. Do not make yourself feel bad. Don't do any of that. If you're in a situation where somebody constantly highlights your negative aspects over your positive aspects, leave, because that relationship is mainly there just to deteriorate you and bring you down. Otherwise, you will have somebody there supporting you. You would feel loved, and you wouldn't feel dreadful, and you wouldn't despise yourself or hate yourself. So if you're in a situation where you hate yourself, try to change that situation as soon as you can. Do things you enjoy, reflect on yourself, upgrade yourself, and be happy. Because I know how I was, you know? And it's not cool, and it is hard. It's easy to say and it's harder to do, because it all depends on your circumstance. There's some circumstances where you might feel trapped in those relationships, like you can't leave, like there's no way out, that you have to go through it. If you're in a circumstance where you can't find an exit, try to find a way to cope with it and like minimize it. Minimize that negativity as much as you can until you can see an opportunity to get out. Or try to ask other people for advice that actually do love you and care about you. But if you have a toxic, manipulative friend or whatever, or just a person you know that's bothering you or anything, just make sure you leave that as quickly as you can, or try to think up on yourself. There's plenty of people that's gonna be looking down on you. So you're gonna have to be the one to look up to yourself. That's what I always say. You know? 'Cause I know that situation sucks. People always are gonna try to look to call you or label you something just because they don't like you. Now some people, if you have a real friend that's telling you something negative about yourself in order to help you, like you could tell they're just trying to help you, don't misunderstand that. Because you do have to be real with yourself sometimes. But if it's really not true, and you could tell all you felt is worse around them, and it just gets worse and worse and worse, and it's exhausting, and all they tell you is bad things about yourself, leave. That's all I really wanted to say for the message for tonight in this late night vlog. Just leave a toxic relationship. Just leave toxic relationships. Do not stay in them. That's that message. Alright guys, I love you peoples, and I will catch you the next time I make a video. Bye.